my beautiful Taurus, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your mid-January check-in, and your theme is the Magician. This is amazing, magical, manifesting power. So how are your actions focused during the latter half of January? How are your thoughts focused? How are your words focused? You need to be very careful what your focus is, because you've got intense, amazing, creative energy. You are tapped into the energies of the earth, and all different aspects of your life can be absolutely manifested however you want. So definitely keep that in mind for this month, all right? So if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Like, share, comment below. I love reading your comments so much, all right? So I've already shuffled the cards off camera, but I'm just going to cut them. And we will see how the latter half of January is going to go for you. I've got 3 different decks, and I will explain them in just a moment. And definitely make sure that you stick around until the end, where you pick your own destiny cards. All right, so interesting. What I see for you during the 3rd week of January, on the surface, we've got the 8 of Wands, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence, all right? So, but this is ultimately, it's your energy. You know, you are busy, going. You've got a lot on your plate that you literally have no downtime, okay? Or if you do, you can like schedule in just a little bit here and there. You know, people really close to you in your lives, they realize that you're super busy, but they might want your attention, but at the end of the day, you just can't, at least not during the 3rd week of January, okay? You're go, but what is your focus? Because honestly, you have the 5 of Swords under the surface, defeat, right? Possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius influence, all right? Look at this. Like, you are actually capable of getting all of this done, right? Of accomplishing so many things, right? But you might want to focus a bit more on prioritizing. But underneath the surface, I think, do you feel like you have this attitude of giving up? Has there been inner conflict? Has there been external conflict? Arguments with people that you live with, friends, family, colleagues, things like that, that have made you kind of, you know, doubt yourself, have that stress in your head, right? But the thing is, actions speak louder than words, because look at this, you're accomplishing so much, it's amazing, right? So I'm not sure if that is just, you know, internal self-doubt, right? Or maybe you think, oh, you know, I've failed in the past before, I'm gonna fail again. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. Because I mean, your theme, Magician, you can get whatever the hell you want, right? So it doesn't really matter what happened in the past to make you think that way, or if that's someone else kind of like, you know, making you feel really negative and down about yourself. You are so more than capable of accomplishing whatever you want, all right? And your advice card for the 3rd week of January is the High Priestess. This is awesome. This is absolutely you in your feminine power, all right? Obviously, it might be another Taurus, but it's you. So the High Priestess is telling you, you know, listen to your intuition. Listen to your dreams. There are so many messages that the universe is sending you. You might want to keep a synchronicity journal. If you notice certain themes, topics, or words just keep popping up and you're like, what is going on with that? It could be with certain numbers. I want you to log it and keep track of it and then reflect on it, okay? Also, your dreams, lots of answers in your dreams if you want as well. If you're uncertain about like what to do next about this situation because you're busy, and if you're not sure about like this internal feeling that you have, you know, before you go to bed, you know, ask the universe, ask spirit, you know, ask a question and ask for them to bring you the answer in a dream, and then keep a dream journal right next to, you know, where you sleep. And then as soon as you wake up from the dream, straight away write it down, right? So you have lots of messages, and and like the High Priestess is telling you just to tap into that, right? So during the 4th week of January, on the surface, oh, I do this sometimes. Sometimes I'll pull from a different deck, right? But so look, I've got on the surface and below the surface, right? So this might mean something is coming up from the surface, but we've got 2 princes. This is amazing. So on the surface, we've got the Prince of Swords, okay? Yeah, the Prince of Swords, so possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius influence. And beneath the surface, we've got the Prince of Wands, possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, all right? So I think that you might feel like you've got your, you know, you're trying to juggle a lot of different things. You're trying to control a lot of different things. There might be a little bit of a struggle, but you are more than capable of, you know, doing this, right? You also might have your fingers in quite a number of different pies. So you're really busy, but you've got beneath the surface this Prince of Wands energy, absolutely fiery, amazing, awesome, intense spiritual energy that like, it doesn't matter if you're going to be struggling a little bit and maybe getting a little bit stressed, potentially, maybe just a little bit, from everything that's going on, everything that you're having to, manipulate and figure out. But lots of multitasking, right? But you've got this amazing spiritual energy within you just to keep pushing and keep going, and you just don't give up. All right, so what your advice card is, this is interesting. So you're so insanely busy, right? But your advice card is the Hanged Woman. So the Hanged Woman is telling you to slow down, maybe not like jump into everything. You might want to actually just, kind of stop exactly where you are, and just kind of focus on accepting things the way that they are, slow down. The Hanged Woman is saying that, you might be doing a heck of a lot, but it's not necessarily action that's going to get you to where do you want to go, right? You need to actually tap in to energies and make sure that you're properly plugged into the correct energies, right? And that your focus, your desires are focused in exactly what you want, right? So you really need to kind of just like stop, and it's gonna probably feel unnatural, right? Because you're like, what do you mean? Why are you telling me to stop? There are so many things I have to do, but you really need to actually just stop, slow down, and just figure out like, okay, where am I? I'm here. How are you supposed to get where you're going if you don't know exactly where you are? So you need to figure out where you are, accept the situation the way that it is, all right? And that totally makes sense with the whole Magician for your theme, because you need to actually focus on what it is that you want if you actually want to get what you want, right? So focus on what you actually want. So maybe just take a little, you're so insanely busy the latter half of January, but you kind of need to slow down and just like tap into your inner desires, right? All right, so pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. I am going to pull some destiny cards for you. And also, whether you picked 1, 2, or 3, you can just click on the timestamps in the pinned comment below if you want to get straight to it. All right, if you picked 1 for your destiny cards, on the surface, we have got the Queen of Wands. Beneath the surface, we've got the Princess of Wands, and your advice card is dun, da, 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 the World. This is amazing. Okay, so what the Queen of Wands, is possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence. The Queen of Wands is someone who has picked a goal, and also I think this might have a bit to do with prioritizing. During the 3rd week, you're just like going, but the Queen of Wands is, prioritizing, picks a goal, more calm in their attitudes. So you might want to mature in a sense, when it comes to like picking your goals and prioritizing and being more like focused on one major thing rather than a whole bunch of different things, okay? But when you pick one goal, actually, you have this amazing, like underneath the surface, Princess of Wands energy, just to, this is more compared to like the 4th week when you had Prince of Wands energy. Princess of Wands more so allows herself to be pulled by the forces of nature. So she follows her intuition a bit more. And that makes sense, because you got the Priestess as well for your advice card for the 3rd week, right? So you just kind of want to tap into your internal energy, your gut instinct, and kind of go with that, right? So that's how you're going to pick your main goal. And also the World is just reminding you that you have got, the world on your fingertips. The world is your oyster, and you might want to go on a little holiday, and this might be the completion of a particular chapter. You might be leveling up, which is maybe why you've gotten to the Queen of Wands energy. So that's awesome. If you pick 2 for your destiny cards, let's see what we've got. Wow, this is so interesting. Okay, so What we've got on the surface, we have got the 5 of Cups, okay? So possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence, but there is some sort of difficulty in a relationship. I mean, it could be a lover, it could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be someone you live with, whatever. The thing is, you guys used to see eye to eye, you used to get along, there used to be more of a fulfilling emotional connection, and at least at this present time, it is not there. Both of you are just focused on what you lack. You're not actually looking at the other person's pain, the other person's suffering, and their loss, okay? Totally on different wavelengths, totally on different pages. Where that used to not be the case. So that is definitely affecting you. But you know what you've got underneath the surface, this is kind of cool. You are still like lining up with 6 of discs, right? Possible, this is obviously you, but possible Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence. But you are completely lined up with success, financial, material, wealth, and abundance. There might be a little bit of money coming your way, and I think that's probably what's going to give you a bit of stability, because it's something that is known, something you can count on, something that's a bit more reliable. But your advice card is, we have got the 5 of Pentacles, okay? So again, this is you, possibly another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but the 5 of Pentacles is telling you to actually like, you know, look at, you know, how did we get here, right? When it comes to this other person, how did we get here? Is there a certain pattern in behavior, right? 5 and 5 as well, okay? Is there do you notice certain patterns when it comes to this type of relationship that you were in? Is there certain feelings? Are there certain red flags at the start? Are there certain patterns that happen, certain thoughts? You know, I want you to like, if you know what I'm talking about with this type of relationship, I want you to just kind of like maybe write a list about like summary of how this relationship progressed, and then the last relationship, and then the last one, and then the last one, and then the last one. And then also write a summary or a list of the relationship that you had with your primary caregivers. So your mom or your dad, or if you know, stepmom, stepdad, or if you were raised by your grandparents or foster parents, whoever that primary caregiver was, or there might be obviously more than one in your life, write a list. And then I want you to circle everything that's in common. You need to be able to actually look back and reflect on this pattern, because we got here because of a pattern in your childhood. Not fun to look at, but important to look at. You know, gotta be honest if you want to move forward in a positive direction when it comes to your future relationships. All right, if you picked 3 for your destiny cards, let's see what we've got. Oh, wow. Ooh. Yay! Okay. All right, all the other ones are good, all right? But the surface one, it's all for a reason. On the surface, we've got the 4 of Pentacles, okay? This is you. It could be another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn influence. Was there a loss in money? Was there a loss of a contract, a loss of, you know, where you live, or a job, or just something, or the loss of a relationship? Something, there was a loss of something that made you feel secure, made you feel stable and steady. And because of this loss, and yes, it might be a financial loss, okay? You are now clinging to what you have, right? Because you are, for some reason, well, for whatever it was that happened, made you kind of feel like the universe is limited, that the universe doesn't have your best interest at heart, that you will not get all of your needs met, right? Remember, your theme, magician, you actually have this amazing manifesting power, right? So like, you need to remember that, right? You might feel like, you know, that you will always feel this way forever, right? But actually, whatever it was, this loss, this pain, could have been the loss of a relationship, right? But beneath the surface, we've got the Ace of Cups, okay? Possible Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer influence. Because of this loss, because of this difficulty, right? Within you has burst forth this amazing desire, this amazing, like just this new well of emotion has sprung up. You have got amazing potential, right? So for some of you, this might be a relationship loss, but that has actually burst forth this amazing new potential to have whatever you want in any direction. The Ace is a new start. So you need to think about, what is it that you want in a relationship? What is it that you want for work? What kind of a place? Where do you want to live? You know what I mean? So that's what you need to actually focus on and think about, right? Because you now have this new unlimited potential, this well that's been, you know, tapped beneath the surface, okay? So that's amazing. That will be manifested in your life very soon, right? things happen beneath the surface before they manifest, right? So this is not going to last long. But your advice card is, we have got the Six of Wands, all right? This is possible Aries, Leo, Sagittarius influence. The Six of Wands is telling you to go for it, go for it, go for it. Take a leap of faith. Do it, do it, do it. Do not stay here sticking around with your little bits of things. And no, go for it, go for it, go for it. You've got this new infinite potential to, you know, accomplish whatever you want. So go for it, all right? All right, I hope that was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. If you would like a private reading, you're more than welcome to send me an email, contact@sinceretarot.co.uk. I also have, you know, monthly and mid-monthly videos. I'll have some of those linked at the end of this video. And you have stuck around long enough for a secret bonus card. Shh. All right, I'm gonna pull one more card for you. One more extra secret. Bit of advice for my beautiful Taurus, all right? What's one more really important piece of advice that my wonderful Tauruses need to know for mid-January? Once more. There we go. The Hermit, possible Virgo. You might just want to stay at home a little bit this month, right? You might not want to necessarily, you know, go out and travel. You might just want to keep to yourself, at least for the latter half of January, all right? Love you. Have a great month. Bye.